Peasants and other people working in rural areas have the right to work,
which includes our right to choose freely.
The way they earn their living.
Boere en ander mense wat in landelike gebiede werk, het die reg op voldoende voedsel en
fundamental right to be free from hunger. This includes the right to produce food and the right to educate nutrition.
I started fishing from a very small age. I was exposed to fishing by my uncles. So from there onwards, at the age of 12, I started to fish on my own.
I was still a child and I see the eldest people are going to the river to go and fish. I look at them and how they take the lines and throw it in the water. I tried by myself. The first mistake was I threw it, but the hook was coming to me myself and they hugged me. And they take it, that hook out of my head and they tell me, do it again. And then there the line go. Every day I take my father's lines and then I go alone to the river. I do it all by myself. Fishing is a job for me because I haven't got money to feed my children every day. But if I'm coming to work here by the river, I know I must get fish so that we can sell the fish and the others I take it out to my home to let my whole family eat from that, and I can buy some electricity, a mealie meal, sugar or any other thing I need in my house.
The reason why we regard fishing as work is because we put in a lot of effort and also a lot of sacrifices to sustain the livelihoods of my family and myself for financial security.
In die oggend voor 5 moet ek opstaan en moet my kinders se goeders voorberei dat hulle moet was en hulle moet eet en vir my ook klaarmaak en my goeders vir die rivier ook agter mekaar kry om werk toe te kom. Om vis toe te kom is my werk.
People who are working in the public sector and also in the private sector in factories. In order for them to go to their workplace, they are making use of transportation. So for us as fishers, just like any other type of work, we also spend in terms of going to the river, to our workplace.
The things which make it difficult for me to do my work every day is because I haven't got money every day to pay there by the gate. I haven't got transport to come here.
We do not have permits since our workplace is in the nature reserve at the river. We have to pay excess or conservation fees in order for us to make a living, which is very unfair towards us as fishers.
Hier by die vis het ek geen probleme nie. Jy is oor niks ge-worry nie, want daar is jy in vrede, jy gooi jou lyne. Jy moet baie geduldig wees. Jy moet sit en wag als dit vir 'n halfuur vir 'n lyn om te byt. En baie dae kry jy nie eens 'n vis nie. Dan gaan jy net so weer terug en dan wat ons ongelukkig maak, jou kind sit en wag. Hy breek ook al sy chommies. My ma gaan weer vandag vir ons groot visse vang en wat. Maar baie dae is ons so gelukkig en kry ons groot karpe, groot babers. Dan gaan ons eers by my huis gaan maak ek 'n draai. Dan los ek die wat ek gaan verkoop. Dan gaan ek huis vir huis, deur tot deur. Rennen, bring 'n plastiek sakkie daarvan. And this one,
Yeah.
30 rand.
No.
Then,
Can you give me? I give you 40 rand.
then you owe me 10 rand.
Thanks. Okay. Okay, 2 for 40 rand.
Fishing is part of our culture. It's also part of our tradition. It provides for our family. It's time that government must take our work as fishers very serious. It's unacceptable, it's unfair, and it's also a discrimination towards us as fishermen. In terms of the working conditions that we are facing in our communities, is that there's a very high rate of unemployment and poverty are prevalent in our communities. As a result, there's an increase of violence.
What I think about the young people is that outside there's a lot of drug abuse and stuff. So maybe fishing, freshen up their minds and maybe doing something else to put something, meat on the table, healthy. It's good for them to receive that type of protein, getting away from everything out there because it's rough outside there. Fishing is a stress reliever to me, especially, so that I encourage you to do fishing. It keeps you away from everything that you face around here. I will do it every day.
Because of the circumstances we are living in, we are not having options, since there's no intervention from government to help us to make a living. I mean, we cannot rely on social grants. We want to make an independent living for ourselves. So it's a culture that we want to cultivate and also perpetuate. The current situation with the inland fisheries policy is delaying us from doing what we want to do, which is to work. And at the moment, some of the fishermen are still struggling because they cannot access all the fishing historical sites in our area.
State shall take appropriate measures to facilitate the freedom of movement of peasants and other people working in rural areas.
As hulle net kan vir ons laat free ingaan, al die hekke wat hulle so toesluit, laat ons kan permitte kry, dat ons kan ingaan, dat ons vir ons gaan werk daar. Dan sal dit vir ons beter wees, want dan kan ons groter visse ook vang. Om ons die brood op die tafel te kan sit.
The UN recognizes the special relationship in interaction between peasants and other people working in rural areas.
And the land, water and nature to which they are attached and on which they depend for their livelihoods.
Peasants and other people working in rural areas have the right to full enjoyment of all human rights.
If government will come and meet with the fishers and listen to the hard cry of the fishermen, also listen to their challenges and come up with an interim plan to bring relief to the fishers. We believe that if we can do what our ancestors did by working as fishermen, we can do things independently instead of relying on government.